50%.
Buttons have been pressed. People can hear us now.
Oh, what a terrible loss.
All right. Hello, everyone. We're still just getting Mr.
Absolutely
Thar
wrecked.
set up here. Not that too. But welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Star Wars Edge of the Empire playthrough called Edge of Despair because we suck at this game somehow. The dice hate Sleverd specifically. But
Not me.
Scientifically proven by Sleverd.
yeah, Sleverd actually did get a bunch of our stats together, which I posted on the community channel page, or channel community page, a link to the spreadsheet thing that Sleverd put together, or the data thing.
Data Studio?
Yeah, that one. And any stats that stand out in your memory, Sleverd?
Yeah, I am like 30% below expected pass rate. So like I roll 30% worse than I should be rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
It's me and Inertial that do slightly above expected pass rate, and you and Kalo that are way below, right?
Yes.
Me? Wait, what?
Because you're both at
Excuse me,
what,
I
like
feel very
25%?
Yeah, well, Kalo rolled bad on episode 12 because he was doing gunnery rolls and other things, and he only rolled only a few times, so the variance is a lot wilder in that one. I think as more games pass on, the stats will show that I am definitely the worst roller here.
Gonna really firm up your title there.
You tried not sucking?
All right, joining me as always is the rest of the intrepid Avidon Hale crew. We have Vernon, played by Inertial.
Hello.
Thar, played by Kalo. And Waldern, played by the very best.
And the very worst.
And of course, our intrepid game master, Evil Bob the Bob.
Hello.
Right, so we are continuing off from last episode where we left off in the middle of a firefight in the Imperial base. We have a trooper squad that is out of commission on one flank. We do have some Mon Calamari mercenaries. The Mon Calamari mercenary, and didn't we have another ally with us? Was that the two of them?
There's three, I believe, three rebel troopers in that little group there. A couple of Mon Cal and a Quarren.
And there's a jailbreak that Vuz opened the doors for at the end of the episode. Vuz is on the roof. Waldern is directly in the line of fire for some enemy troopers in the hallway here. But take it away, Bob. Tell us what's going to kill us.
Well, to remind everyone why they're here, exactly. You guys were basically interested in acquiring a few bits and pieces from the base, specifically an astromech droid for Vuz to tinker with, and so that you stop ending up astrogating into the middle of nowhere.
The sun.
Yeah, another example. And so you're like, okay, cool, well, we'll go to this Imperial base and steal one because we can't afford one. And the local rebel cell offered some assistance because they also wanted you to help them steal some more medical supplies that they know were delivered to the base recently. And Thar, because of his debt obligation being rolled, had it mentioned to him that one of the officers had some expensive, very expensive antiques that are worth quite a bit of money hidden away somewhere in the base. So that was a bit of an extra incentive for Thar to do a bit of punching, a bit of stimming, his doctorly duties.
One-shotting a stormtrooper.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Smack them
Yes,
out
I
of
believe
existence.
you basically Vulcan nerve pinched them to unconsciousness very, very quickly.
Well,
So,
if Spock was holding an electroshock glove, that'd be...
Much
yeah.
worse.
Yeah, exactly. It was quick. So we've had 4 rounds of combat so far, but before we start, we need to make sure Destiny is in play. So if you could all roll the Force dice in front of you.
1 dark.
Oh no.
What did you
mine's
get, Sleverd?
cocked.
I got 2 light.
Okay.
All right, 2 dark.
Brilliant.
1 more dark as well.
Excellent. So we have a wonderful balanced balanced pool here, in my opinion. So yeah, in terms of initiative order last time, it was basically because of the stormtroopers showing up as reinforcements later in the combat. They're all at the end of the initiative order, so it's essentially you guys all in a row, followed by the NPCs at the start of round 5. So
So we're
who'd like
just
to
at
go
the top
first?
of the round.
Yep, top of the round. That's why I made sure I ended things sensibly
All right.
last time.
Well, then I'm going to grab those grenades.
Okay, yeah, so you take a maneuver to reach inside the box and pull out. How many frag grenades would you like to pick up?
Do they work the same way as the glop grenades? Like there are multiple in one, quote, one grenade?
No. So each frag grenade is 1 frag grenade that's consumed upon use.
Okay, well, I'll just go for like 3, if that's doable.
Yeah, I'd allow you to pick up 3. Well, I'd say 2 actually. They tend to come
Okay.
in packs of 2. That's how the stormtroopers have them. So you
All
pick
right,
up a couple of white bound frag grenades. You can match pretty well with your dark chassis.
So
we're
basically,
accessorizing now.
the way the glop grenades work is that we have to recover them, and then we have they come with a few refills. So that's
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah. Since the last time we used them was on our ship, then
Yeah, we can assume they were recovered.
Then only. All right, so I assume I'm going to need to move to be able to toss a grenade at these guys.
Okay, so who are you throwing the grenade at in particular?
Big guy.
So throwing it at the sergeant. So if you could make an easy range light check, because he's at short range.
Okay, so easy.
That's how far you can throw grenades anyway, unless you have
Right.
Once
And
he's adversary 1, so can you upgrade that once?
All right. That's an upgrade, right?
Yep. So that's your range light skill and the difficulty, and yeah, he's not really in any particular cover, so yeah, go for it.
All right.
And you miss.
what a clever
Well, you
You
roll.
get a threat. The grenade falls to your feet. It's going to explode in 2 rounds.
Oh.
You suck!
That's a 1 threat.
Kick it.
Hey, 2 rounds is a long time. 2 rounds is a long time.
That's fair, yeah. Well, I'm out of actions, but yeah, I'm gonna.
So yeah, who wants to go next? As your wonderful droid pal, elite combat unit that he is, drops a grenade at his feet, a live grenade.
Walden, you gonna glop these fools?
I'm gonna go first, so I'm not gonna get additional potential risk of shooting you if you decide to go in.
I am not going in that hallway. Who the hell do you think that?
The hallway that we're hopefully kicking a grenade down next round.
The hallway that has 3 dudes in it? Like
You're
well,
right
no,
next
no.
to the grenade. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna order I'm gonna order these mercenaries with me to lay down some suppressive fire down here.
Okay, so
That is
they
the
take
additional setback, right?
yes. So they take their they spend their maneuver to add +1 to range defense up to 3 allied characters within short range. So basically, he can that group can do it to all 3 of you. All 3 of you can have covering fire, and that will be their maneuver. You can ask them to do an action as well.
I'll ask them to fire upon the 4 regular the 4 regular troopers.
Okay, so that's going to be average difficulty.
They're so totally dying, and then like they're right in the line of fire.
Average difficulty, and their skill is there's 3 of them, so they actually have to do that. Okay, cool. And they
Are you
miss
serious?
with 1 threat.
Are they shooting from behind Waldron there?
I mean, they are, yeah. So, but one threat isn't enough to hit him. I'm not that mean.
Could I manage to get into cover with my second maneuver right here?
Right on top of the grenade.
Or is that
Yes, but I'm going to say because they're firing so many blasters bolts down the hallway, it's kind of hard for you to see to aim. So it's going to add a setback to your action this turn.
okay? I'm going to incur the 2 strain to take another action here.
Take
with
a
my second
maneuver.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and try this out.
Glop them up.
Give him the old glop and go.
So who are you throwing the glop at?
You want me to glop or you want me to hit him hard?
I don't want them getting out of that hallway when we have
Okay.
frags.
Okay, I'm gonna glop then. So I'll attempt to glop the 4 regular troopers.
Okay, so that's going to be an easy ranged light check. Just barely at short range there. I'll allow it.
An additional setback, right?
Yes, because of the weight of fire going down the corridor.
Oh my gosh.
Well, your grenade fails to hit those 4, but blast will go off for 2 advantage. If you can remind me what the blast of a glop grenade does precisely.
It's blast 0, but ensnare 3.
Okay. Yeah, so basically what that means is it will still ensnare everybody in the area. Or
These
well,
feel really
not
fail
everybody. I think it will probably ensnare. Well, you can choose who it ensnares, I think.
Okay.
Let's go with that. You can choose who it ensnares, but it can only ensnare up to 2 people.
Up to 2 people. Is that using all 5 advantages or is that using 4 advantages?
That would be using just 2 advantage because blast, because they're engaged. They're in an engaged group there. So
okay. We'll say we'll glop the heavy stormtrooper if he's engaged as well.
Okay, so he's ensnared 3. Ensnared 3, right? So that's 3 rounds.
And also 1 of the regular stormtroopers.
Okay.
They have to make a easy coordination check to keep the foam from filling breathing passages, since they have masks. I think they have.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good. Okay.
That's an awful grenade. Wait a minute. That's terrifying.
Last time, but
and then they have to make a hard athletics check, right, to get out of it.
Yes, it's ensnare 3, so they would have to make a hard athletics check. Outside of that, I'm going to take the rest of that to reduce my strain. I'm nearing my threshold right now. That would be 3 left, 3 remaining, so I'll take those 3 to reduce strain.
Sounds good. Who would like to go next?
I'm going to go next.
Okay. What's Thar going to do?
I'm going to yell on the radio and try and get Vuz to try and all right, Buzz, you need to try and find a way to get them to broadcast feedback into their helmets. We need some type of distraction. Is there any way you have access to their communications at all?
I can try. Should I just sing?
Yes, sing wildly.
Okay, that sounds brilliant.
I'm going to. I feel like this is necessary. Question mark. Here's hoping it doesn't suck. And I'm going to flip a destiny point and try and throw the frag down the hall.
You don't need to use a destiny point for that. You can just spend a maneuver to pick it
Yeah,
up.
but I actually want to succeed.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're going to need to roll for that. So the destiny point will upgrade the check, but you can't just destiny point and say, I
Oh, no. I'm aware. I just was yeah. Because my range light is 2 green, and that's nothing.
Okay. But you want to use the destiny point to upgrade that then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fine.
So when we get a second failed roll with extra threat.
All right. Do I have to add anything to this?
Short range.
Range
Well,
light.
difficulty, so it's easy.
Okay.
Who are you throwing it at in particular?
The stormtrooper group.
The group? Then yeah, easy.
Come on, big money.
Well, you've got one advantage, so it can at least not be at your feet anymore.
That's better. That's improvement.
But it hasn't gone where you wanted it to go exactly.
Is it still going to blow up in 2 turns?
Oh yeah, it's still going to blow up in 2 turns, but now it's somewhere else, wherever.
Wait, no. Wait. Where is it? Get back
Somewhere
here.
else within short. Where did you throw it? I don't know. Where did you throw it? You got one advantage. You can decide where it goes with that.
Kind of just like accidentally dinged it against the wall.
Sure,
Is that
yeah,
the
it just kind
alcove
of
there.
it bounces off the wall and ends up in the alcove near the stormtroopers. So it's within short range of the stormtroopers, but not engaged with them. So it won't actually. So there is Grenade of Doom.
Medicine is a movement check, right? Or is that stim?
Stim pack is a maneuver.
Okay.
An actual medicine check is an action. So you've already made your action this round.
Yep.
So all you have left is one maneuver, which will cost you 2 strain to use.
Yeah, I'm a chill. Well,
Okay.
Where we go next?
Okay, so finally, Vuz.
All right.
Make him sing, baby.
I don't know what that'll do. I don't
don't
think
have
it'll
to sing.
accomplish anything. I want to open shut down all the garbage compactors on the detention level.
Well,
What?
sadly, there are no garbage compactors on the detention level.
Make them say no. No.
You disagree with our suggestion.
Would I be
something,
able?
you little rat shit?
I'm assuming it'd be more than one maneuver to get to that group, to my buddies down there.
Yeah, I mean, you have to climb down off the side of the building using the rope to start with. And I'd say you can get. So you can climb down the rope with an action. You can get to the door with a maneuver. And so you can get inside with 1 turn and 2 strain and a successful climb down the rope check.
He
pressure.
made sure to bring up successful because you fucked it up last time.
I mean,
you might fall off the rope again.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so if you could make climbing down the rope, I'd say that sounds pretty average. There's no one shooting at you or anything. Yeah, just an average coordination or athletics check.
All right. If I fall,
Mess it up. Don't mess
You
it
won't
up.
be able to get up.
It's okay. It's only a short range
It's
fall.
agility. It's agility. I'm
Yes.
apparently good at this.
Yeah. Coordination. You actually have a ranking coordination as well.
Yeah.
2 ranks. You're pretty good at coordination.
I don't know why I did that, but
Paying off.
For this very reason.
it's still gonna fail.
Ooh, that was.
Okay.
So you slide down the rope, but it breaks when you get to the bottom. You can't climb
You
back up.
broke
using
my
it.
weapon?
I mean, it's not that the weapon is broken; it's that he snapped the rope. So you'll need to
This fucking
repair the
guy.
weapon. Repair the rope.
Don't worry. If I know anything about D&D, it's that rope is limitless in this world.
Ain't
Okay,
that the
so
truth?
then you can take 2 maneuvers if you suffer 2 strain to get inside to the entrance there. Yeah, get inside the building.
Hi guys.
There you are, like shot to pieces.
I just imagine him just walking through the door and getting shot instantly.
So could I calm Lifty as an incidental, or would that be another maneuver?
That can be an incidental, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna calm Lifty and get him to start heading over here.
In the ship
Whoa, wait a minute.
or on his own.
How about no?
On his own, I think.
Okay, I mean, I don't think Walden would be very happy if you got Lifty to fly the ship.
Not at all.
That's
the end of our business relationship right now.
That's the end of our ship.
She did it once.
Building.
Yeah, we've gotten Lifty to do general flying to us before. He's not gonna like mess up where your seat settings are or anything. But I'm done. In case that wasn't obvious.
Okay, so it's going to take 2 rounds for Lifty to get to you.
Okay.
So make a mental note of that.
Hey, Vernon, don't die.
Yeah. Okay.
No guarantees.
So NPC's turn. Let's see. The sergeant is obviously quite perturbed by the grenades coming his way, so he decides to throw one back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sake.
Oh.
At that droid and that Ithorian who just seem to be.
That's not fair, Bob. Only we get grenades.
It's okay, you're in some cover, but he can't take a maneuver because he's glopped.
He does have that setback from something I did last
Suppressive
time.
fire.
Oh yeah, So we'll go with 2 setback.
That
there,
is some
I think.
incredible memory. Holy shit.
I know, right?
Damn.
Yeah, the fact that there was a little setback die next to his character had nothing to do with it. Right.
And Ursul's actually a big watcher of the Edge of Despair YouTube series, only available from Corey Loses.
Oh.
So yeah, he's going to throw a grenade at.
Oh, wait. Ah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
No,
Doesn't matter.
that's fine.
Can we describe what happens here?
Yeah, I mean, he got 1 threat, so you know.
Okay. The
He
same
dropped
thing
it
that
in-
happens to us. It drops at his feet.
Drops
Two
at
rounds.
his feet. In 2 rounds, it's going to explode.
Each
Brilliant.
side blows themselves up.
Brilliant. Okay. The other stormtroopers seeing this immediately try and rip themselves free. So there's only 1 stormtrooper that is
Yes.
currently in Ravel, but they're all going to try and help him to get out of the glop. So there's 4 of them. So that's their athletics skill.
Oh my god.
Oops, not that one. So they're going to
And
make a hard
suppress him.
athletics check.
Setback.
Oh yeah, because they're currently under fire, and they
Dang it.
manage
Wow.
to pull him free with 1 advantage, and they take a maneuver to retreat down the corridor away from the sergeant because the Empire.
We're not
If
dead,
the
though.
Empire knows anything, the Empire knows how to retreat.
Open the blast door. Open the blast door.
The 1 advantage, they give a boost to the next guy to go, who is the guy in the detention block. Actually, you don't know what's going on in there, but that group, despite
we hear
taking
gunfire.
yeah, they've taken a casualty, but they've managed to get the situation under control in the detention block. So they're going to be coming back eventually. And finally, the officer.
Sorry.
Let's see. What does the officer do? That's a good question.
He's actually Rambo and just tanks the grenade.
Thanks for the memories.
He actually takes. He wants a promotion. He moves up next to the sergeant. He says, "Sergeant, we've got this," and he's going to take a shot at Walden because that's
Walden,
who he
don't
has
die.
a clear read on.
Why me?
Why you? Because
I don't know.
You're at.
He sees the blood pooling underneath.
Well, I guess you're at short range. We've decided.
Yeah, I'm at
Blood
short range.
pool? They're not using ballistic weapons. You just have a big
I'm in
black
cover,
burn on
and
you.
there's an additional setback, so it's 2 setback from that.
Right. He's pretty good with his pistol, though. And he hits you for.
And I'm down again.
Nah,
No,
it's only
wait.
7 damage.
Okay,
7
so
damage.
I am fine. I
You're
am
fine.
alive.
Okay, you
Burning
got 1
it.
advantage. So he's going to pass a boost along to whoever goes next, which NPC goes next. Let me just grab a boost to remind myself. Bonk. Okay. We're back around to the player characters. 1 round before 2 grenades go off. One of which is in a little alcove, one of which is stuck in a pile of glop.
They just blow up stupendously.
So yeah, who wants to go first in this the 6th round?
So,
Feel like
okay, I
you
got a
need to
question
take a
real
shot,
quick before I answer that. if you glop something, like let's just say I threw a glop right here, would it like leave behind a sticky residue and like they might get?
I mean, I would say it would count as difficult terrain, which takes 2 maneuvers to move through.
Okay.
That's what I would count it as. If you threw a glop grenade just to leave a blob of glop, because as you heard, like it's basically like a thick foam that kind of goes and just it's like insulation foam or something suddenly filling up the corridor. So
it's like a
if you want to create effectively an area of difficult terrain to block off that corridor at least a little bit, then that's completely valid.
So I'm gonna have the mercenary group swap with that, like swap positions with me. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, if everyone else is okay with that, I assume that's fine. So, so you can take your maneuver. Your maneuver to order them to move to your position, and then your maneuver to move away. And then, what action would you like them to take?
So, okay, just to be clear, them getting an action doesn't take mine away.
No.
Can they get any sort of shot on the heavy stormtrooper?
Yeah, they can. Depending on which position you want them to be in, yeah, they can take a shot round on the heavy stormtrooper, on the sergeant.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, you want them to shoot at the sergeant, so that's the difficulty. Their ability is... Okay, yeah, so if you want to make that roll...
There's 3 people there? That's...
Yeah, so there's 3 rebels. They have a base ability of 2.
Gotcha.
So because there's 3 of them, it's upgraded twice from your base level.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how minion rules work.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice. Very nice. So they have blaster rifles themselves. They deal 10 damage to the sergeant. Minus his soak.
NPC mob MVP.
No shit.
And they had a triumph. What would you like the triumph to do? And obviously you have your trusty cheat sheet and the opportunity of a crit as well, if you'd like. Well, or a crit. Can't do both.
Could we say they hit the grenade and it goes off?
That's a good option.
Yes! Can we do that?
Okay, they hit the grenade. The huge volley of blaster fire also hits the grenade at the stormtrooper's feet, and it goes off, dealing its blast damage, which is blast 6. So that deals it to the officer as well. So the grenade explodes, and the sergeant takes more damage, and the officer takes some damage as well.
Woo! Okay.
Their uniforms are definitely singed at this point.
I would like to do a medicine check on Walter.
Sure, so you'll need to take 2 strain because you've taken 2 maneuvers.
Yeah.
And then you can perform I believe, average medicine check. Because
I am above half.
Above half, yeah. So an average medicine check. Let's see if the doctor could do some doctoring. He can probably
so is this correct?
That looks correct to me. Very nice. That's 3 wounds and 3 strain recovered.
That's actually...
And then plus a bit more because of talents, I assume.
Yeah, when making a medicine check to help a character heal, the target heals 1 additional wound per rank of surgeon. So I have 2.
Okay, so you actually...
2.
Okay, cool. Okay. Excellent.
Right,
so you're basically back in the fight.
Get in there, buddy. I'm going to slap him on his butt.
My pupils are exceptionally dilated now from the drugs that you gave me before.
It's all so pretty, all the flashing lights.
I can see everything.
Make sure you tell them good game at the end.
Okay.
Will do.
Second slot, who wants to go next?
Can I?
Go for it.
All right. I'm assuming I don't have a clear shot from where I am.
No, because you're behind Thar and like round the corner.
Yeah. So
Please don't shoot me.
I'm going to So when I was actually on their Calamari stuff and opened all those doors and stuff, was this like KOTOR style where I was seeing a weird panning camera so I know what's going on? Or I just saw some doors and opened them on a menu somewhere?
I mean, you know what the doors were.
Okay, so but I don't know that there's like a shootout going on between prisoners and stormtroopers over there, and I wouldn't know
No,
where.
you just know that you opened the doors to the detention block, making the assumption that there were probably rebel prisoners inside.
Okay.
Also, we're terrible people because they're totally dead.
Possibly.
I will maneuver somewhere in here to where I can get a decent shot at the people.
Okay.
So would I get that from here, or would I need to move up more to like here?
If you're all the way back in the corner there, I'd say that's like just about. They'd probably add a setback. Be short range with the setback, I think,
All right.
because there's enough stuff between you and them.
So I'll go up to here,
Uh-huh.
and then I will fire at them.
Okay, who are you shooting at?
The sergeant.
Okay, so it's going to be a 1 challenge die difficulty.
Yep. And just want to make sure I have ranged light correct.
That is your
Yes.
ranged light. What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
All right, no,
You have
continue.
the disruptor pistol, right?
No, I have a blaster rifle.
A blaster rifle.
That's ranged
is that
heavy.
Ranged heavy.
Oh, it's same either way.
Well, it doesn't matters on the the damage
Yeah.
you do, but yeah, okay. So you take a strain because your small frame can't take the recoil from this heavy rifle. But
11
you
damage.
had 2 success. So how much damage is that on your weapon?
Well, with my lovely blaster rifle, it's damage 9.
Okay, so that's 11.
Oh my god! All right, I take back all the smack talk.
And yeah, the sergeant goes down.
Take that!
You fire a bunch of bolts down the corridor from your stolen E11, I believe.
The rest of
And
you
yeah,
are
the
good for
sergeant goes
nothing.
down. God. Okay, who wants to go next?
Brennan, if you'd like to, you can.
Yeah, all right. So note to self, you have to throw these things. But yeah, I'm gonna save the other grenade and just take a shot at the officer.
Okay, so that's also going to be short range, 1 challenge die. He's adversary 1 as well. I think he's a bit round the corner from you, so that's going to have a setback. But
All right, and I'm going to take aim.
okay, sounds good.
All right.
Give it a big roll, big money, big money.
And
Oh!
all
All
right.
right.
Hit. Okay, how much damage is
I
that?
think that's 9. Let me double check. I mean, base 9. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you have another? Do you have a rifle as well?
no. Pistol.
you have a heavy
Sorry, yeah,
pistol.
7. All right.
7. Okay, so that's
So-
10 damage.
10
That's still pretty. That's
Still pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Does he go down?
No, he does not. He's still standing.
Okay. What does a crit do against NPCs?
The same as it does to you guys. Anything that's on the card will apply to them.
Well, I'm
In
just going to
whatever
apply a crit then.
Okay, sure. So if you want to, here are the die. Oh. There are the percentile dice. If you want to give it a roll.
Are there crit builds in this game, Bob?
Yep,
Yes.
definitely.
86.
89 actually.
89.
line is-
That
okay,
is
there's a line
Quite
there.
strong. Oh my
Yeah, it tells
goodness.
me how to read it. Okay, so let's have a look. 89. It's probably a pretty good one. If I can find the damn thing. 89. Where are I? Ah, yes, he's compromised. He increases the difficulty of all of his skill checks by 1 until the end of the encounter.
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
Elton John?
He's still standing.
Oh. All right.
What?
I'm still standing.
Okay,
No?
so that officer's having a bad time. And finally,
Okay, so it's
our intrepid pilot, I believe.
yes. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish him off. I'm gonna take an aim and shoot with my blaster rifle.
Okay, so that's going to be short range. That's 1 challenge die.
And a setback since he's around the corner. Or...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to upgrade
You're
that
gonna upgrade
one
it?
as well. Yep.
Okay. So that should be it, correct?
Yep.
Please don't shoot me, Sleverd. Hey!
That is
How much
a
damage is
crit
that?
as well. So
Nice,
yeah,
it's
that's
a
10 damage with the one
10?
success,
Okay.
and I have the crit rating is 3 on the rifle.
Okay, so if you want to do that, you'll be a crit plus 10 because he already has a crit. So
Yeah, before we do that though, let me just check some stuff here. Okay.
That Boston is
Uh,
really relaxed in that picture.
Yeah.
for the smoking hole in his chest, he's just
She's
kind
like,
of
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for the crit.
The
All
smoke
right,
used
so
to be
yeah,
coming
just-
from something else. It was an edited image.
Do you want to roll the percentile?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Well,
that's
it's 70. It's actually
plus
79.
10. Yeah.
Well,
79. So it's almost nice. Okay, 79. Twice. Hold on. Here we are. Overpowered. You may immediately attempt. Oh wow, this one's amazing. This is like one of the best crits. You leave himself open, and the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him using the exact same
Whoa!
pool.
Wow.
okay.
So you can just
All right.
re-roll. If you choose, you can just re-roll.
Okay.
Get in there!
I have an extra advantage here. Could I pass a boost onto myself?
No, it has to be
Okay.
the same pool. That you
Okay. All right. So is that advantage that I rolled on this one? Can I just
you can spend
use
it to recover strain and that kind
Okay.
of thing. Yeah,
I'll
so
just do
it's-
that.
okay.
We'll just say that for right now. I'm gonna re-rolling.
Big money?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'm telling you he's down. You don't need to spend the triumph on a crit.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a triumph on something else. I already wrote something down, so we're gonna have the detention center have a little bit more of an uprising.
Okay.
So if that's equivalent to a triumph's like a crit, could we have that equivalent to like them killing another officer or another stormtrooper?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that sounds good.
He just punches them?
What's the threat for?
I'm going to say the threat just cancels the advantage.
Gotcha.
The previous
Okay.
roll.
I will negate the strain.
Yeah, there we
Awesome.
go.
Okay.
Okay, then. So I'd say it's the NPCs go, but there's not many NPCs left to go.
Just watch their dudes get destroyed?
Yeah, exactly. You just hear the sound of running down the corridor that recedes off into the distance.
Okay, can I run up to this downed guard right
Live
here and
grenade.
check?
There's a live grenade in that hallway.
Yeah, at the start of that. Sorry, do you want to do that now?
No!
At the
was
start
just
of the
kidding,
round, the frag grenade in the alcove goes off, destroying the heavy weapon the stormtrooper sergeant was carrying.
Oh, you.
So his heavy blaster rifle has unfortunately been destroyed by that grenade.
I'm gonna take a
very
jaunter
sad.
over to him and check his data pad and security clearances.
Okay, yes, so you're now out of combat, unless you've run into those stormtroopers again, they decide to fight you. So all of you can roll discipline or cool to recover strain. It's a simple roll, so go ahead and do that. And any success recovers strain. So that's 1 strain recovered.
Shut
That
up.
recovers.
Oh,
2
wow!
strain. 2 whole strain. Woo! And 3 strain.
I can make a punter and a half.
1 strain on our droid, but our droid wasn't particularly injured. Impressively.
Well, I was getting pretty up there in strain. So
So the officer has a key card for his barracks,
Okay,
and the
so-
sergeant has a key card for the stormtrooper barracks. But all the doors are open. I don't know how many doors did you open in the place, Buzz? Do you remember?
I think I opened everything.
Except
Yeah,
for
you just
this,
opened every single
this door that's
Yes,
right
that
there.
door has been shot closed in true Star Wars fashion. So
Buzz, do you know where any one of their offices were?
I wasn't
This
able
is
to get
important.
a base layout, I don't think.
did I see the officer when I was looking through walls?
you couldn't know. There were too many walls to look through to
Okay.
see him.
But
Well,
we did
then
know
help me
he came
search.
from that direction.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go down there and start looking through walls and look for abnormalities.
The rebel infantry turn to you, Walden. They're like, "Oh, we did it! I think we've taken the base."
Yeah, we've taken the base. Let's make sure you guys are geared out for whatever you need. There's a storage place right there that you can grab some supplies.
Oh, we'll grab some grenades and try and fill our packs with as much of the medical supplies as we can. If you don't mind, we'll leave you guys to the cleanup, and we're going to get as much as we can and take it back.
Yep. I guess yeah.
I'm gonna radio to
We need to hurry
Walden,
up
say,
before any reinforcements arrive.
make sure you warn them like leaving might be bad, so keep their heads down.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to keep the comms open for them to hear that as well.
They give a quick salute. They're basically now just rummaging through the storage, picking up medical supplies, blaster rifles, grenades, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I'll turn over to Vuz, and it's like, didn't we want to look for an astromech droid?
We did.
Oops, Control Z was the wrong
I
button
don't
to press
know.
there. Apologies.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't know where one would be though.
They're probably going to be over in the garage, I imagine.
I want to take
I happen to see one looking through the walls.
Right. Oh, so so Thar and Vernon, you've wandered up that corridor.
Mhm.
By the way, as you wander up that corridor, you can hear the sounds of blaster fire and some shouting coming from the northwest corner.
I'm gonna radio to
Assuming
everyone
north
else
is
to
up.
get their guns and head down the hallway right now.
But yeah, if you look into the garage, you can see there are a couple of speeder bikes and a couple of deactivated astromech droids up against one of the walls.
All right, I'm gonna relay that and.
Bob, I'm gonna strut down the hallway towards the gunpoint.
Oh, what?
Okay,
Towards the what?
sure.
I'm gonna start heading towards where Vernon would have said the astromech droids are.
Okay, so basically all of you are heading down the main corridor around the outside of the base.
Yeah.
This does not connect anywhere,
No,
right?
it doesn't. That's
Okay.
Before we start combat, I'm going to make sure to call out that I did pick up the Glock grenade that was on the ground that I
Okay.
threw
No
as I
problem.
was walking down that corridor.
Yep, makes sense. As you start rounding the corner, you see these stormtroopers hurriedly coming through, running out the checkpoint, basically. And it sounds like they're essentially rappelling off the side of the dock. So that's what they're doing. Are you going to try and stop them, or?
Bye guys, have fun.
Vernon, give him a frag.
Oh no,
Uh,
we need as much. We don't want to blow stuff up.
yeah.
Would-
I don't think I could catch up in time to throw it at them.
No, it looks like the stormtroopers going as fast as they can, basically, to get out of the base. It does mean, however, that if you do let them leave, of course, that they'll probably try and call reinforcements as soon as possible.
Shoot them! Jesus.
Are we in a position to shoot them if from like right here, wherever they had gotten by that point?
They're definitely. I would say they're in heavy cover because they're behind a couple of the checkpoint desk and stuff. I'm going to allow this. Basically, this can be an out of combat shot. I mean, the question is, what are you trying to do to shoot them? You're trying to kill because you can't kill 4 of them in one shot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot
get
the
the
door
shot
controls.
Just entering. You're going to try and shoot the door controls. Okay. The classic. So
Being the skilled technician that I am, I know where they'd place a door control for such a facility.
So because door controls are quite small, that's going to be a hard shot with a setback.
Oh, get in there. Get it.
Hard shot with a setback.
So Vuz pulls out his pistol, sticks out his tongue to aim.
Before you roll that, I don't think that roll is right because it says there's one ability there. You might want to reset that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll just clear. Well, this is...
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sometimes dice get left behind.
There. All right.
Okay, there you go. You raise your rifle. You're carrying a rifle. Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'll be... Good luck.
This door's getting so destroyed. Come on.
Not happening.
Nope. You missed. You just blast holes around the edge of the door. As one of the stormtroopers smashes the control, it slides open, and you see them like basically jumping out.
Bye. Okay. We did our best. Unless someone wants to chase them.
What are you guys talking about?
Do you want to chase them?
So, okay, for a mental picture here, where are they going, Bob?
Out.
So they're jumping out the walker dock, which is a little high up, but they have just like Luke had on his utility belt, they have little utility belts where they can tie them all on, and they're just like rappelling down right now.
So that's really slow.
It can be. It's relatively slow. Yeah. I mean, it might take them a few minutes.
I'm gonna run over there and try and kick off that hook.
You're gonna run over and try and cut the ropes. Okay.
Yes.
So you run over there. They're about.
I actually have
down.
a vibro knife on me.
Oh, okay, sure. Then yeah, you run over and start cutting away at the ropes. Could you make a? Let me think. Would that even be a check? I feel like that would be because it's kind of trying to do it in a time. Yeah, I'd say athletics because you're just having to use brute strength to cut through the rope. Because there's 4 little ropes specifically, so I'll allow definitely one check to cut through all of them. Because that's up. Like,
I'm gonna flip a destiny point for that. I want to get these dudes.
That went so well last time.
Listen here, you little schmuck.
So basically, they're repelling the length of an AT-AT's legs, essentially. So yeah, it takes them a little while. It's not quite Empire at War speed. They're not just going whoosh.
Right,
but Bob, people have done that before. It's not special.
So I'm gonna say that's cutting this rope. I would say it's average, but there's a setback because of the time constraint, and it's kind of dark outside.
That's correct?
Yeah, that looks right.
You did upgrade your roll, right?
Yes. So this is your athletics. You're just like cutting through the lines.
Oh,
and you succeed.
Oh.
But
So the lines are cut, but the 3 threat, you just like the lines are so tough. You essentially just snap your vibro knife in half.
That's whatever. Fuck it.
Like the vibro knife is just like useless now. You could repair it, but it's basically at maximum damage. And okay, so the stormtroopers are going to have to make an athletics check to not take as much fall damage as they would take from short, because they're falling from like short range now. So I believe it's a hard athletics check. So that's their athletics, because there's 3 of them. What? It is kind of dark out, so not that easy for them to see where they're falling. And oh boy, yeah. So I'm going to say one of them survives the fall. 3 of them like collapse to the ground unconscious, and like you hear a sickening crunch as their armor buckles. But one of them manages to get up and starts limping off.
Vernon?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to stun, and well, actually, no, that doesn't matter.
You would have taken non-lethal, yeah.
It's too long range for stun. They're medium.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna take a shot. I was actually thinking sound, but that ship has sailed.
So yeah, if you want to take an average range light check with one setback because of the darkness. Oh, you don't have
I
darkness,
remove
do you?
setback.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. No problem then.
All right.
You miss.
Oh,
You miss, and he just like
going too well.
He disappears behind the edge of a building. Sorry, not a building because it's in the plaza. He disappears behind a statue, and you can't get a
throw
clean
your
shot
frag
at
at him.
It's too far.
Too far away. Too far away.
Yeah.
You don't have
He's
good enough
got robot hands. No, all right.
Okay, so
Very
one of the
good robot
stormtroopers has escaped and limped away.
Okay.
So
we'll
it's going to be a little while for him to get reinforcements, but it will eventually happen.
All right. I'm gonna go back and search and try and find anything relating to the artifacts, because I don't remember what they were called. My apologies.
They were antiques. They were basically
Antiques,
like these
okay.
antique artifacts that this officer had been collecting.
Okay. Well, what would I have to do to try and find that shit?
So that's going to be a perception check to look for things. So that's going to be probably a hard perception check to find where they're likely to be hidden.
With that.
You can assist with that? Hell yeah.
Which
So-
I cannot remember what my perception is.
So you're just going to ignore the shooting coming from the detention block? Okay, cool.
Oh.
Deal with it. Wasn't
But I mean, I would say Thar and Vernon. If anyone's going to ignore that, it's Thar and Vernon. So presumably you two head off down the corridor back towards the officers' barracks.
Where are you
Yeah,
going?
so a hard perception check. I'm going to upgrade it once as well because the officer was really particular about hiding this stuff.
Okay. And Thar, do you have anything to add to that?
You could add a boost.
Perception. Oh, do I get a bonus from my seeing through walls? I don't know if it specifically mentions that, but you know.
I would say in this case, not particularly.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like Thar can only add a boost. Sorry, Thar.
It's all good. I'm down with adding a boost.
All right.
Moral support. Oh dear. So you search high and low around this half of the base. This takes you doesn't take you very long. Okay, well, I'll say it. You search that half of the base. It takes you like 10 minutes base time to search. You don't find anything. What do you want the 2 advantage to do? You don't find what you're looking for specifically. You can find something else. You can cut the time it took you so that you can search the other side of the base more quickly.
Let's have cut the time.
Okay, so it only takes you 5 minutes to quickly rifle through. You can I'm going to say with your goggles, you can look in the Walker Crew barracks and see that it's unused and empty. Like when they landed this base, because they weren't intending to use the Walker Crew barracks, it's completely empty. The mess hall and the base crew barracks on this side do not have what you need in them, and the officers' barracks also did not seem to have anything useful. Okay. Meanwhile, what were in that 5 to 10 minutes or so? What was Vuz and Walden doing?
Okay. Hey Vuz, you wanna save these people in the detention block?
Yeah, but I also want an astromech droid. Lifty's here now, though, right? So.
Lifty's still a little way out.
Okay.
Blaster shot in the distance.
It's just a restraining bolt, right?
Yeah.
Just slap one of those on.
All right, I'll do that. If you want to go start helping the detention block people, I'll just slap the restraining bolt on and head over. So I'll be 1 maneuver behind you, buddy.
Okay, so Walden heads off towards the detention block. Vuz, you go over to one of the astromech droids. It's the classic Imperial Black R2 style unit. And you slap on a restraining bolt. Nothing happens.
I'm going to...
It was turned off, wasn't it?
Well, first I'm going to try to turn it on, but assuming it's...
Okay, you try to turn the droid on. The droid doesn't respond.
All right. I am going... There's multiple there, right?
There's a couple, yeah.
So, once per session, may take a redundant systems action. Make an easy mechanics check to harvest components from a functioning device to repair broken... God damn, there's nothing broken. Fuck.
Well, you don't know. I mean, you can do a diagnosis to see if the droid
Yeah,
is
I'm going to see
damaged.
if... I'm going to try to fix whatever's going on with it. Would that be
If you can make
computers
an average mechanics check
average mechanics?
to run... Well, it depends. How do you want to approach them? How do you want to approach it? You can approach it with mechanics or computers if you can give me a reasonable explanation of how you're approaching it.
I'm assuming because I'm a droid, like I'm some kind of technician, I can like put in my data pad to do diagnostics on a droid.
Okay.
So
you want to do
going
some kind of
computers.
remote diagnostics? So with computers, yeah, that sounds good. So it's like an average computers check.
I'm going to turn off my nightlight on my computer first because that coloring is weird. And my computers.
So usually these diagnostics on a complex droid like an R2 would take 20 to 30 minutes to run.
Oh.
The success and you can use the success and advantage to reduce that time somewhat.
How much is somewhat with that?
I think that would reduce the time by like 25%, something like that. So it would only take. So instead of 20 minutes, it would take 15.
Is that like an automatic process? Like, do I need to sit there and do stuff while it's happening, or is that
I
something?
mean, I'd say you
run?
can quite happily just let the diagnostics run and then check the results afterwards.
All right, I set it to start, and then I run off to help Waldern.
Okay. So, Walden, you're at the entrance to the what appears to be some kind of security corridor, and you can see flashes down the corridor and clear sounds of blaster fire.
Okay. I'm going to try and use stealth to step up a little bit closer so I'm in short range of them, right around the hall.
Okay, could you make a hard stealth check, please?
Ooh, get him, buddy.
You'll get a boost because they're kind of distracted.
I think that should be it. Let me confirm. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
yep. You haven't been spotted. You're within short range of the stormtroopers now. You can see this squad of just two stormtroopers kind of with their backs against the wall, leaning around the corner, firing down probably a corridor of some kind.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 aim maneuvers, incur 2 strain, and take the shots. That's starting initiative as well, right? Would I have to roll initiative, or is that just... Can I
yeah, so basically you're ambushing them.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's a cool check.
Okay.
But you can add, because you're stealthy, I'd say you can add like a couple of boost to your cool check.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. That rolling advantage that I had from that other roll, I'm going to use it on my attack roll, if that's okay.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh!
2 success, 1 advantage. All right. And the stormtrooper is going to roll their vigilance.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Are you keeping the stats tracked, Lev?
I have to do it after. I'm not going to slow down play through that.
Okay. So the stormtroopers suddenly, like...
The blaster rifle, right? Like,
They
slowly.
suddenly see this blaster rifle, like, slowly coming around the corner. They turn to you and immediately take a shot.
Welp.
They aim and take a shot at you because they're slightly more concerned about you than suppressing some what you assume are unarmed prisoners. Luckily for you, because there's only 2 of them, they only rolled this.
I imagine
You
there's
are
just a Wookiee in there that punched one of them down.
But you are at short range from them, and you
Yeah,
don't have any cover.
I do have defense 1, so one set.
You have range. You have range defense.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And they hit you, dealing that'll be 10 damage, I believe.
Okay.
Rest in
Sorry,
peace.
7.
Yeah, 10 damage. Yep.
10 damage. That's 7, so
Okay.
I'm at 10.
And
Yes.
with their two advantage, they're going to take a maneuver and fall back around the corner.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to say I'm in combat now, Buzz. Please get in here.
What did you roll for your cool?
Is Buzz in structured time as well?
I would say that Vuz will essentially join after this round is finished. He'll join at the start of the next round.
Okay.
In the last slot.
Okay, sounds good. As a reinforcement, essentially, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's the plan, Walden?
Okay, so I'm going to just get to this corner, so I'm still in cover, and I guess that's short range.
Yep. As you look down the corridor, you see, there's a couple of stormtrooper bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There's what appears to be a Mon Calamari holding a blaster rifle, presumably taken from the bodies. He's kind of cowering around the corner of what looks like one of the cells. And then there's the 2 stormtroopers who have taken as best cover they can, leaning up against one of the walls.
Okay. Could I actually use a maneuver to ask the Mon Cal to attack, to shoot with his weapon?
That would be an incidental. You can ask him to shoot if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him to take a shot. They're looking at me now.
He shakes his head. He looks too terrified. You notice as well, looking down the corridor, there's a dead Mon Calamari.
Oh.
Just like in one of the cells.
Okay, and they're not engaged with the stormtroopers, so I'm not like
No.
accidentally hitting the potential. Okay, cool.
No. They're like, but so the let me just.
Yeah, I figured they're like towards the back side. Okay, cool.
They're like basically back. The guy with the rifle is basically back there. The dead person is in the cell behind them.
Okay.
So, are you going to take a shot at the stormtroopers?
Yep. So I had the boost from the advantage from last. I'm going to incur 2 strain to add another aim.
Yep, they're in setback. They're in covers. They had one
in
range defense. Yep.
You got it.
Just barely in cover, but they're in cover. Okay, yep. So you hit the stormtroopers for, I believe that's 12.
And
12,
I can crit as well, so that can kill one of them.
Oh yeah, so if you crit, that kills both of them.
Okay.
Nice.
So you just fire loads of bolts down the corridor, and these stormtroopers just collapse in a heap next to their fallen comrades. You have 3 advantage as well, so you can do what you like with that.
Okay, I'm going to let's see. I'm going to use that advantage to like instead of like spending extra time to do like leadership to amp the guy back up. To kind of bring him under my wing, so he'll stay with me as like kind of a friendly minion or something.
Sure, yeah. So the Mon Cal, seeing you take the 2 stormtroopers down, realizes you're actually definitely friendly, and he kind of tentatively stands up and walks over to you and says, "Are you with Lima's people?"
Yes, I am, and we're here to. Well, we didn't actually know you guys were here, but we're definitely going to save you.
Okay. Well, there's no one else in the detention block now.
Oh no!
So if I can come with you and get back to Lima, that would be great.
Yeah, you're gonna join us. Do you have any extra information about this place, or were you just sent straight here?
I was captured as part of the raid on the place. Unfortunately, well, they knocked me out before they took me in. I didn't go out without a fight.
Well, as you can hear right now, there's no more blaster fire. I think we should be safe for a little bit, but we're going to need to get out of here quickly.
Yeah, of course.
We've captured this base in the name of the Rebel Alliance.
All right, can we do another search bomb? Me and
so you can search the other half basically. So that's going to be just the same check. So
Which will
it's like all that happens,
definitely
you're just
succeed
there,
this
like
time.
around with the magnifying glass.
Yeah. Go by the hall, hear the shooting stopped, figure, yeah, it's fine.
What was that scream?
That was-
Just Waldron getting shot.
That was hard, right?
Yes.
All right. Was there anything else?
Nope. That sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Looking for secret compartments and things, and what do you know?
Okay, yeah. So you get round, you kind of gingerly step around some of the bodies and head into the security office. And in there, you do find a small vault with some credit chips, coming up to 1,000 credits in value. But you don't find the valuable antiques you were looking for, unfortunately.
Oh.
You have
Okay.
2 advantages, though.
I'm just going to recover some strain with that. Happy to see some credits.
Yep. So yeah, so you managed to find 1,000 credits, presumably stored there by, like confiscated from some people they've captured or so on. But
Can I run up to the checkpoint and see where? Where did the search take place?
the first search you did took into account like, let me draw it on, I guess.
You can just ping
The
the
first-
general.
That was the first search, and then the second search you did the other half, the top half of the base.
Okay. Can I just move to the checkpoint to see if there's any sort of like confiscated gear?
With the front door checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get there. It doesn't seem like there's anything confiscated at that checkpoint.
Okay.
You think if there was anything, it would have been at the security office, which is what you found. So
Right after we finished or after Waldern finished killing everyone, has Lifty gotten here yet?
Yeah, Lifty just as Thar makes it to the is there rummaging through the checkpoint desks trying to find things. Lifty just casually strolls up to the entrance. There's a couple of unconscious stormtroopers. There's like piles. There's the scorch marks, and there's a group of Mon Calamari and Quarren rebels who are carrying, who have full backpacks and are making their way for the exit.
Oh my, Master Thar, what are you doing out here? There appears to be bodies everywhere.
I want to get to your master, and I want to go and check the officer's body for anything I might have missed.
Yeah, the officer has his blaster pistol on him.
What type is it? I'll take a consolation prize. Thank you, Bob.
It's just an average blaster. It's completely standard average blaster pistol. So it's range medium, damage 6, crit 3, stun setting. That's all. Nothing special. Worth a couple of 100 credits at most. Plus it's Imperial, so if you try to start selling Imperial blaster pistols, people might get a bit antsy about that, depending on who you're selling it to.
I would like to start search some stormtroopers and find a completely intact utility belt and take that.
Okay.
Completely intact.
Hey, we've been shooting them, blowing them up. I want to make sure everything's there,
So it will take you some time to search through all the bodies. If you could make probably an average perception check. See if you can find one that's in one piece.
All right.
Because obviously you have been shooting at them and blowing them up, so finding one in one piece
You should
might
check
be
the
able to...
ones that I punched or Vulcan snapped out of existence.
Okay, congratulations.
Oh, yeah,
you find an intact Stormtrooper bright white plastic utility belt.
Okay.
It can look great. It can complement the frag grenades.
I want to calm to everyone and say, hey, we should probably get going.
Hold on. We're gonna get going.
And I'm going to recover another strain.
Okay.
Alright.
Because you're pretty happy you found a utility belt. That is, so for reference, that is, it's a gear. It features 1 increase encumbrance threshold by 1 modification. So it has the base ability plus an increase of encumbrance threshold by 1. So we can worry about that in the break or whatever.
Okay.
But I'll give you the
Can I do a medical check on myself real quick?
You don't think you necessarily have the time for that. By the way, your comm pings, Vuz, your diagnostic on the droid is completed.
Alright, I run over to that.
I will join you. So
Yeah, it
He's
seems
here
like
too.
the droid is definitely in need of some serious maintenance. There are some problems with its power conduits and its battery pack.
Alright, Lifty, can you lift 1 or 2 of these?
Oh my god. Oh.
I don't know, Master
know.
Buzz. Let me talk to the GM.
So that's going to be, I want to say, an average athletics check to lift 1, a hard to lift 2. Because they're kind of heavy, even if they're not that big.
yeah, he also has the increase encumbrance by 10.
Yeah, I have the magnetic power rings on Lifty. whatever the fuck
Right,
that
so
was.
I'm going to say you can use that to lift 1 of the astromech droids, but if you want to lift a second one, that'll take him actually picking it up physically.
If he has 2 of the things, would he be able to use 1 on each?
I don't believe he has 2 though, does he?
He can only wear 1 at a time.
And yeah, you can only hold 1 at a time.
Okay.
They're like, I don't think physically, I don't think you can actually have more than 1.
Okay, because Buzz had 1 and Lifty had 1, so I was gonna just transfer that. But okay, so Lifty's gonna take one of those and start heading out. One of the droids.
Okay, so Lifty picks up the droid and starts stomping his way towards the entrance / now exit for you guys.
And with Buzz, can I just do a quick check on one of the other ones to see if I can grab extra parts for what I know is broken on the one we're taking?
Sure. So that will be essentially that easy mechanics check with your talent to find the parts, and then when you get to somewhere where you can actually spend the time to fix it, you can do the fix for free, essentially.
Easy, you said?
Yes, because that's the talent, right? So, assuming you want to use the talent.
Well, the talent is if it's a working thing, so I don't think I'm actually allowed to.
Oh, okay, right, because the other droid isn't functioning either. But I'd say easy. It's like the parts are not that hard to find. So yeah, you definitely pick out the parts you need.
Okay, so yeah, there. 2 success, 1 advantage.
Excellent.
Hey.
Yeah, so you can spend the advantage however you like.
I think I'll just use it for strain.
Yeah. Buzz is pretty happy. He's like, Buzz has finally got an Astro Droid.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, one more thing. Can I search the armory for a potential, like, riot gear? I'm looking in particular to see if they would stock anything like a shield gun.
It doesn't appear that they have anything like that in the storage. What's left? The stuff that the rebels have left behind is just a few like miscellaneous blaster packs, some rations, a few like spare storage containers, that kind of thing.
Any like stim pack on the ground for my effort?
I mean, yeah, there's still small amounts of medical supplies, but nothing that looks stimpack like. Plus, you already have infinite stimpaks in your medkit anyway, basically. As long as you don't start abusing it, like.
I just don't even take that into account. I'm just like.
No, there's nothing else in the storage unless you want rations or.
No, I was I meant like I forget that my backpack does that. That's what I meant.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, but yeah. So, medkits, med packs, they have essentially sets of stim packs inside them, where I'm quite happy for you to use up to about 5 in a single encounter, as long as you pay to have them refilled. If you use a lot of them in one go, otherwise they just kind of refill over time in the background. Okay, yeah, so you all make it to the entrance and look out across the dark plaza. You don't see any, just looking out naturally, you don't see any immediate threat from a patrol or any extra probe droids. It seems like you managed to make your time in there quick enough, and shutting down the communications means you should be okay as long as you get back to Limas quickly.
We should get going.
Okay. Plasma charge?
Really?
No. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, let's go.
A radium charge?
No.
You guys suck.
Do you want me to place a plasma charge? I'm not placing a radium charge. I don't know if we need to.
No, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's not announce our presence. Let's wait till that one stormtrooper.
We've announced our presence.
Yeah, I think
it could have been worse. Let's go.
Much worse. Yes. Let's take our victory here.
We're leaving.
Yeah.
So you four and the rescued prisoner are going to make your way back to Lima's warehouse. Presumably, you want to do it stealthily to avoid any other patrols.
Yes.
No, we're turning this into a parade.
Probably be wise.
So if you could make a hard stealth check with 2 boosts and a setback. The setback because you have so many people that you're trying to hide at the same time,
including 2 droids.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that I have 4, and you have 2 proficiency.
And I do get an extra boost for any stealth check.
Okay. I think that should be it.
Amazing.
The boost simulator.
We still lose.
Probably.
What do you know?
How?
Was it a failure?
How?
What do you know?
It is a failure. 0 success.
And on that bombshell, we're going to take a break.
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right, I can take a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, now we know what Kayla's doing.
That's right, nerd. I'll see you later.
Okay, welcome back from the break. Hope everyone went potty and grabbed a drink.
It wasn't really
In that
potty.
order. And yeah, so we failed a stealth roll on the way out of the base, and now we are probably going to die. So, yay! What's happening?
So you're wandering down the street slightly too nonchalantly for your own good, and you're spotted by the patrol. You had 5 advantage. How would you like things to be approached? As a group, how would you like the patrol to be approaching you, etc., etc.?
Is not an option.
They're
No.
going to see us, right?
They have seen you. The question
Okay.
is, how will they react? And
Friendly.
with 5 advantage, you can... I mean, they won't be completely friendly, but you can at least have them not immediately start shooting you, I suppose.
How about we? So, okay, I got an idea. So we knew they saw us, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're walking towards you.
So maybe we can try and get everyone to act like maybe we're a little intoxicated. Maybe that'll throw them off a bit. I don't know. Anyone else got a better idea?
I don't. We have
I know you're a robot.
no. We have an Imperial astromech. We have Imperial weapons.
Could we use the advantage to say who they saw? Like they did see
Yeah,
some
like
of us,
maybe-
not all of us.
Well, it was a group check is the thing. So
Okay.
you're all traveling as a group, stealthily, and you were found. So
Okay, can you give us a hint as to what we can do here?
No, we can. So we can either try to deceive them and say like we have, since we have Imperial gear here, we can
I have the
maybe
pass-
play. Yeah. We could maybe play as like Imperial mechanics, essentially.
Well, then you could tell them that we're taking this droid to get fixed with our Mon Calamari slaves.
Well, I mean, it would make sense. They do have this city under like lock and key. It wouldn't be uncommon for them to have aliens fixing their shit. For little
Ignore
to
that
no
your base
income.
is smoking in the background.
it's okay. You got a reason. Well, I don't know. The advantage can be that you're far enough away from the base they don't know about what happened to the base, for example.
Let's do
all the
that
comms
one.
are broken.
Let's do that one.
Okay, so they walk up
Welcome.
to you. They have their blasters drawn. They definitely look. They definitely look concerned. I mean, you can't really tell, but their body language suggests they're quite concerned. And the sergeant leading them says, "You're out past curfew. Show me some ID."
I'm going to go up to the officer and try to, in like a frantic tone, it's like, "Sir, we just saw the Imperial base get attacked. You should probably go over there and check it out."
So we ran and looted it.
So, are you trying to? You're basically. I mean, it's technically not a lie, I suppose, but you are trying to deceive him because you're trying to pretend that you had nothing to do with it. So, could you make a deception check against his discipline, which is going to be, I'm afraid, 2 challenge die and a difficulty die.
And this droid over here can totally give you a very convincing story about what happened. Give him a boost. Get in there.
Okay, well, with that introduction, I didn't see a way to insert myself into this, but yeah, if I could assist with.
My assistant.
If you can think of a way to
Well,
assist,
it's a skilled assist, you know.
What if he says he's an Imperial droid?
They always ask for ID, though.
What if you were in the middle of a wipe?
All right. All right, yeah. As Thar says that, I'm going to step forward and, oh boy.
Get in there, buddy.
you don't
yes,
have to.
I was there, and it was simply awful, sirs. You must go help.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's get
Perfect.
that. Let's get that deception check, and you can do a skilled assist if you like.
I was hoping for that. Why can I never find my skills when I need them? All right, that's 3 and 1.
This is what I offer. So
Well, I'm gonna bring it up. To
okay.
that.
Well, then I just Because I offer literally nothing. So
Hang on just a second.
Such a cute face.
the heavy panting gives me away all the time.
I don't think I have any skills for deception, so that's it.
Another use of your advantage. What disposition are your weapons? Do you have them all out, or you all have them stowed?
Since we were stealthing, I would have stowed and hidden.
Let's call the advantage that they're stowed.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So your weapons are stowed, so you're not overtly hostile as well. Okay. So yeah,
Right,
that
so
seems
just-
like a reasonable deception check.
All right.
Good luck.
You have the honors.
I've been rolling so well tonight.
Hey!
Oh.
3 success, 1 threat. The sergeant looks to his men. What? There's been an attack on the base. Quick, men, with me! And he runs off.
Have fun
Past you
storming the
guys.
base.
Could you take a strain, please?
All right.
For your trouble. Rivulets of oil drip down your forehead.
No,
Wait, what?
dude, you alright?
He's stressed. He's sweating. He's droid sweating.
I'm not a droid. Has
You
Buzz
hear
been
the clicking
mechanical
of
the whole
bolts underneath
time?
him?
Oh god, I mean Vernon takes the strain. I'm tired. I'm
Besides
sorry.
starting with a V, Bob, they're
Yeah.
not at all the same.
I know. I'm terribly sorry. Ah well.
Wait, so who's
Spending
taking the
that time in
strain?
the
Vernon.
Vernon is
Okay,
taking
thank
the
God.
strain. Because Vernon was the one who made the roll. It was primarily his skill that was involved.
I thought
So-
you were giving me strain for references to The Princess Bride now, too.
I mean, I can if you like,
No, I just assumed you
but
were.
I probably won't get all of them. So, okay. So my time spent finding that map and putting it out and stuff was completely wasted. Oh, how dare you!
Simply awful.
It's a really
It's-
good map too. I was like kind of excited. Can we loot?
Halo, you can still just go up and punch them while they're distracted.
Just bring us back to Corellia at some point.
Why would I punch them?
Because you want to use the map.
No.
Thar is
get
just
us outta
looking
here.
around. Thar is just looking around, thinking this would be a great place to get in a fight.
Anyway, yeah, if you could move, let's move these characters off, and I'll unlock and then prepare for.
Can we loot?
There
No.
we go. Okay, it's in the
Man.
trash. Whew. No, because you're just in a civilian area with a bunch of closed buildings.
I mean,
Anyway, you guys make it back to Lima's warehouse, but she's very excited to see you. The other Mon Calamari have got back there before you, and they're unloading all their stuff from their pouches.
So, Bob, were you saying that we couldn't peruse things back on our way to Lima's?
Correct, because if you do that, you will be spotted by a patrol, and you will be shot at.
Got it. We
Bob
won't
was
per-
being very nice there. Because I would have just been like, oh yeah, sure, no, go ahead.
I was going more for the Peru, but
Take 2 strain.
no, you didn't notice. I refuse.
You drew attention to it, which makes it worse. You explained the joke.
Those are the best jokes.
While we were moving our way back, is it possible to do a medicine check on our wobbly
We can-
friend Walt?
You can check when we're here.
Yeah, now you're back at the warehouse, you can do the medicine check, because I don't think it would have been very safe to do it while you were walking back. You can't really do medicine while you're on a stroll.
Stay still.
God, your gait is so wobbly.
So yeah, if you want to do another average medicine check on our injured Clatwinian, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Vuz could use a medicine check as well. So that's 7 wounds, I believe, and 2 strain.
And then I'm gonna do one.
You
on
gave
our
yourself
good
2 strain.
I did give myself 2 strain.
There we go. I've taken it away.
Oh. Because he got threats. It was
No,
straight
no,
for him.
friend. I got the strain, correct?
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Oh, it was 2 threat, not 2 advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I'm so tired. So
Okay.
yeah, so you're still at 5, 6,
I'm at 7.
7.
At 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Thar can take the stride. Oh god, I'm sorry, guys.
All right, let's get over here, Buzz.
Okay.
Buzz
Oh,
recovers
hurts.
3 wounds.
Then I'm gonna jam him with a stim pack at the same time.
So 8 wounds.
Just nonchalantly, just like stab. You'll be all right.
And 1 strain. There you go. So while you're all being tended to, Lima's talking to Walden. Oh, thanks so much for taking out that base. With the Empire's probably going to strike back against us, but as far as we know, we're still hidden here.
Hopefully, the amount that we took out, I think we took out just about half of the group. We cleared out the base at least, so
Only one of them got away.
one of them did get away. So that means we're
Yeah.
probably going to have to leave very quickly.
It's a shame you couldn't rescue all the prisoners, but
Seemed like they
Getting
were
one of
already
them
dead
back
before we
was-
got there.
better than expected. Well, not from what the prisoner said. He said that
Already dead when we got there.
the doors just spontaneously opened, so they tried to escape, and then the stormtroopers came down and shot one of them.
Wait,
And then
the doors got them killed?
no. Well, the doors opened to their cells, and they tried to escape. Then a group of stormtroopers came to try and pacify them. They had a struggle, took some weapons, had a firefight, and one of our men was killed.
But I opened the doors.
Oh, did you? Well, apparently you opened them too early, I'm afraid.
No.
Buzz has a deep
What
exercise.
have I done?
You're just gonna go full Anakin?
From my point of view, the prisoners were evil.
Definitely. Evil prisoners. So Lima says to Walden, I assume you're wanting to be leaving Mon Calamari now.
Very much so,
Since
yes,
you got what
we
you
are.
came for.
Yeah, I'm glad we could help out as much as we can, but we definitely need to leave.
Well, good luck running the blockade. If you can make it one way, you could probably make it the other, but, they might be a little more strict on the way out.
I imagine so.
Well,
yeah,
they mostly
so-
care about stuff getting in, right?
Oh, no, I mean, there's been a number of escape attempts from Mon Calamari by some of our cell members.
Are they cells that had broken off?
Oh no.
What do you guys... What do you...
Oh no.
Eight
No,
strain,
just cells from
knock
other
him out.
cities.
Take him out.
But yeah,
so
also
they
take
weren't
the strain.
splinter cells? I gotta say it now that you...
I'm sorry, I'm too tired to get your terrible references. Just give yourself the strain when you're doing it, okay?
I hadn't said anything yet. They just assumed, but since they assumed... I was just wondering whether they had official permission from the cell leader to leave. And everyone just assumed I was gonna make some kind of pun.
I wonder why. I couldn't imagine why people would assume, Corey, that you of all people would make puns.
Yeah.
Definitely no precedent at all.
None at all.
Not my precedent.
So we'll go ahead and do we need to do anything else for you, Lima?
Well, no, I mean, we've recovered some supplies, and you've brought your medical supplies. I think you've done as much as you can here, unless you want to stay and fight the fight.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, we have our own troubles to deal with.
Of course.
Are
Yeah.
we taking McCluskey with us? Is he staying
Yeah.
on Mon Calamari?
Kleski's coming back with us.
He's currently playing cards with Kareem on the Avidon Hale.
What does that sound like?
Yar! 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 Yar!
Yar.
Love it.
Yar. Okay, I guess we'll try and make our way out while it's still night. Do we want to do that?
Head back to the Hale, which is currently well hidden on the barge.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely well hidden on the barge, no question.
Sure.
Lima, did you want to try to get more people off-world, or are you all staying here?
No, we all need to stay here and fight for our planet.
Okay.
Get the Empire off our world.
What about information? Is there any information you need to get out?
Let me see. I think all I need you to do is any time you meet with other Rebel Alliance cells, let them know we're still fighting here, and that any help anybody can give us is appreciated.
Okay.
Okay, with that, we will depart.
Okay.
I'm gonna before that happens, I'm gonna walk up to the 3 mercenaries and be like, "Say, you guys didn't happen to see any delicate pieces of, antiques that you might have brought in those backpacks, did you?"
One of them looks a little sheepish. Well, we did find this trinket, and he pulls out a kind of dull wooden item that seems to be carved with some kind of symbols.
Can I hand him? I'm gonna say, "Listen, that's what I went there for," and I'm gonna hand him the blaster pistol I got from the guard and say, "Can I have that?"
I'm sure it doesn't seem to be worth anything.
Cool.
Does it seem to be worth anything?
Is there,
Not
is there
to
like
Thars.
an
Like Thars hasn't had time to appraise it yet. It's going to take some work.
I'm gonna thank him and give him a pat on the back and say, "You guys did really well."
Yeah, thanks, Thar. It was an honor to serve alongside you.
That's awkward. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, let's go.
So if you could all make another group stealth check. There's not quite as many of you there's no extra prison attacking along, so there's no setback.
Possibly go wrong.
It's hard again, of course.
Hard. Okay. And is that your roll?
3 proficiency.
3 proficiency,
and
1
one-
ability.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And one extra boost.
I
It's
do
still
get-
dark,
yes,
but
a
it's not
boost.
completely dark anymore.
No, and also then another boost because
Your stealth
this-
check thing. Okay, yeah, that should be it.
If we don't succeed here...
I know. I know.
Jesus Christ!
What's with this
How?
triumph?
How does this happen? Like,
I don't understand.
in what world? How do we fail that roll? That's not open.
Gracefully.
With 2 blank boosts, and only 2 success, and then 3 failure on the. Like, it's the failure that got you. That was some harsh. 3 failure on the 3 dice is pretty tough. So you bump into another stormtrooper patrol as you're trying to stealth your way back to the ship.
How many?
But you have 6 advantage and 1 triumph. So they can be doing basically whatever you want. They notice you, but
They are smashed.
yep.
Completely
Hold on.
inebriated.
They're
Yep,
drunk,
They're just like, yep.
and we come up to them with a rebel cell coming at them from the other side. Like members of the rebel cell.
What?
1 triumph and 6 advantage. This is gonna be fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I mean, you start to as you're noticed by, like, they kind of look up drunkenly. They're all sitting on this bench near the docks. Like, one of them has his helmet off. You can see he's just some average human, and he's like glugging back something very dangerously alcoholic. And there's no sergeant with them. And then some shots start winging past from the opposite side. It seems like some of Lima's troops are pretty emboldened by your attack on the base, and are going out and trying to deal with some of these patrols.
Oh my
So
god!
the stormtroopers.
We're terrorists.
Are we the bad guys?
No. So, well, sometimes. So, the stormtrooper without his helmet, like he drops the bottle, picks up his gun, starts wildly shooting towards the rebels, and like the rest of them all grab their guns and try and try and get into something resembling cover, but they're all like staggering about. Do you guys want to help at all, or are you just gonna sneak around the back while they're busy?
We
I'm
should
gonna
help them.
push one off the dock.
Okay.
You're
So,
going to be going into fire doing that.
They're
yeah,
busy.
if you
They're
could
distracted and drunk.
No, the rebels are firing at them. You're gonna be getting shot at too.
Crap! Did I somehow delete all of the Destiny cards?
Yes.
I think it was like 2 and 4.
It was 2
yeah,
and 4.
4 for you, 2 for us.
Okay, that's fine. 1. Okay. Anyway, so if you could make a melee or a brawl check, upgraded once, to push him off the dock. So it's going to be that difficulty.
Come on, big money.
Damn it! Where am I despair?
Yeah, I know. I was waiting
You
for
just
it.
barrel into this stormtrooper, and he falls off with a loud splash into the water. He's a lot more sober than he was a few seconds ago. And you hear a cheer from the rebels.
How many stormtroopers are there?
There are now 3. One of them is in the water. Well, there are 4. One of them is in the water.
Can I say that like he's having a really hard time swimming in stormtrooper gear?
I mean, you didn't get any advantage, so no. I mean, he's not exactly having a great time, but stormtroopers actually have athletics training, so they can swim.
Shameful display.
Can I aim and shoot at the other people, or is that are we?
That would be. I'd like start rolling initiative at that point.
Okay.
Like that would be just straight up getting into combat. So you can choose to get into combat or not, but the rebels seem to be doing okay.
How are the other Imperials reacting now that I just pushed their man off the edge?
They didn't notice really because they're kind of too busy. They're kind of drunk still, and they're too busy trying to deal with the rebels that are
I'm
shooting.
just
at
gonna
them.
try and shove another one off. Wait a minute.
All right, so initiative.
There
Give me
aren't
that
any-
stormtrooper.
There aren't any others near the edge.
Okay.
Are we helping?
Help. Just
I'll punch him.
you don't want
Give me the
them alive at the dock, so let's make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna have a
Alright.
fight with some drunken stormtroopers. If all of you could roll cool, I guess.
Hey, the dice did this, Bob, not us.
I know.
That's
Ooh,
me.
3 success.
Walden is a cool cucumber.
One
A
success.
cool, wrinkly, warty cucumber.
Warty? Ugh.
I mean, he is a Klatooinian. They're probably warty, right?
Sure, let's go with it.
Buzz gets 1 success.
Hooray!
Wow.
He rolled 1 dice.
I'm gonna spend a strain to increase that to 2 success.
1 advantage, okay. And then the stormtroopers are going to roll their vigilance because they're very surprised, which is just 3. And the stormtroopers get 3 success, 1 advantage. So,
back for being drunk.
not on their vigilance check, no. I mean, they probably should, but they'll get set back on everything else instead. So it's actually a player character, then the stormtroopers go, and then it's player characters.
Let me
So who
punch
wants
him,
to go-
guys.
Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
I'll punch him.
Okay.
Pressure
you
point.
you amble over to one of them and you go for the Vulcan nerve pinch. So if you could make your average melee check, I believe. Or, sorry, brawl. Okay, yep, that knocks out. So, oh god, how much is this?
It's really high.
Because you have like 8 just from medicine and intellect, right?
Well, I'm not flipping a destiny point. I don't get the intellect
Okay,
bonus.
so just 4 base from 4 plus your brawn, which is 7 plus 3, so 10. 10 strain. So you walk over and casually knock. You like put out your arms, like one on one stormtrooper shoulder, one on the other, squeeze, and 2 of them collapse and like bang their helmets together. It's very comedic.
Amazing.
There's 1 stormtrooper left standing.
I'm gonna yell for him to get the hell out of here.
He does indeed get the hell out of here. It's his turn. He takes 2 maneuvers to run as far away as he can from the situation. So he's now at long range from everybody. Well, he's now at medium range from.
I'm gonna take their utility
Everybody.
belt.
Utility belts are worth 25 credits. I just
I
like to
want
point that
one.
out.
But the encumbrance is very valuable.
It's about sending a
Okay.
message.
It's about
Okay.
sending a message.
Yeah, so you strip the utility belts off the 2 stormtroopers you knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I'm going
But you
to before that guy runs away,
Uh-huh.
or if you want to finish your thing, you can finish your thing.
Well, there's nothing more to say, really. I mean, currently Thar is looting the corpses. Well, they're not corpses, looting the bodies.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a shot at the guy that's medium range from me.
Okay, so you could make an average
Just
ranged
do
heavy
one
check.
basic aim here.
It's
And-
kind of dark, so
Yeah, go for it.
yep. You shoot a guy in the back who's running away from you, and he dies.
Bob, don't judge us until
Why
you've
did
walked
you
in our
word it
shoes.
like that, Bob? What the fuck?
And he was running away, and you shot him in the back. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it like it is.
He's
I
gonna
look
help
at the camera.
By the way, you did enough damage just with damage to take him out. Your triumph is separate, and your 2 advantage. You don't need to spend those on a crit.
Okay.
So you can spend the triumph and 2 advantage on whatever you like,
With
whatever
that
that may be.
with that triumph, could I? Okay, so I'm gonna ask for something here. Tell me if a triumph is if it's not enough. But say one of them was planning to leave off world and they had like codes on them to help get past the blockade.
Oh my god.
Something that would be like an upgrade essentially for a roll as we're
That's
leaving. Or
valid.
something.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely have some codes that will help you. Yeah, that seems fine. One of them has his like shore leave card, basically.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure how
what
one
other loot
stormtrooper
do
shore leave
these-
card is going to help you, but sure.
Okay. Yeah.
It might help. It might help a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Remember, you have it.
Write it down.
So what else do these stormtroopers have on them?
So standard stormtrooper gear is a vibro knife, 2 frag grenades, a blaster rifle, and the utility belt.
You can replace your knife without me having to fix it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap out my knife,
Okay, you pick up a fresh vibro knife.
and I'm gonna pick up 1 grenade and say, "Hey guys, we should grab these rifles."
Okay, so you're now becoming gun smugglers. Got
You'll have like 4
it. Make sure. By the way, now that you're starting to pick up all this stuff, make sure you're tracking.
Yeah,
your
that's why I
encumbrance
said.
properly.
That's why I said, "Hey, pick these up," because I can't pick anything else.
Well, if you put on a utility belt, that
No,
increases
I've
your
already-
encumbrance threshold by 2.
I've tracked this. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, brilliant.
Is there another utility belt around?
I'm gonna hand him one if he's looking for one.
Yeah, because I
You have
mean,
one? Okay.
yeah, because Thar picked up 2 utility belts,
Thanks,
so
Thar.
he's presumably wearing one.
Yeah.
And has given the other to. So you're all wearing, like 3 of you are now wearing stormtrooper utility belts. Just to give people the mental
Yeah.
picture here, and you all have like E11s strapped to them.
I want you to know I came prepared at the very beginning and got a backpack. So
Yeah, the one person who's prepared for carrying lots of random crap. Yeah,
all
so
right.
I guess you picked. So yeah, you picked up another 2 rifles from these guys. The guy who's just like the other guy's splashing around in the dock, by the way. Still,
So another
I'm
E11
gonna
rifle?
shoot him with the rifle.
I mean, you can shoot him if you want, but
I think
Again?
we'll let him go back and tell everyone the tale of how powerful we are.
All right, let's get out of here. Seriously.
so you rush along the dock over to Kareem's barge. You find him and McCluskey just sitting up playing sabacc.
Let's make sure whoever added.
Ah,
that
you back,
E11
lads?
does.
Did you have a good trip?
you had a trick.
I did fall off a rope like 3 stories. It was painful.
Aye, looks like you picked up some weapons.
Yeah, we
Might
got
be
our
interested
droid
in
too.
buying some of those off you when we get back to Pakuni.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's where we can actually sell them. Hey, what do you know?
Aye, no one really cares about where a gun comes from on Pakuni.
Okay, yeah. Well, McCluskey, we're definitely gonna have to head off planet
Like right
very
now.
shortly here.
No.
Aye,
right
I'll
now.
come with you if it's all right. I've sold what I can here.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to move the barge back out away from the place, right, before we leave. I don't remember
Kareem's
if
gonna have
we
to pilot it out into the ocean a bit, so that you're not just
Mhm.
leaving right next to the city. Super obviously.
I'll get the ship prepped for takeoff.
Let's make sure the astromech's all squared away first.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I'll just work on that.
Yeah, it'll take you probably. Let me think. So that'll be like an average mechanics check, and that'll decide how long it takes, I suppose.
Body.
He
not
did the
particularly
ability,
damaged,
right?
but-
He used the ability to take those other components out.
No,
Well, I
he
got the
decided
components.
against it in the end.
Gotcha.
Well, it wasn't
Because the other droid wasn't actually a work. Because it's how you have to take stuff from something that isn't broken,
That's fine. Yeah.
and the other droid was already slightly broken.
we could sacrifice lifting.
Wow.
No, I
Brutal.
wouldn't do that.
Okay, yeah,
Not even-
damn. Well, you definitely repair the droid. What would you like your advantage and triumph to do?
The
mechanics,
triumph
you could, like-
is the droid had codes we need, which in combination with the shore leave card that will let us get past the blockade.
I mean, it will definitely make it a lot easier.
Okay.
I will
okay
agree.
with
It
that.
will make it a lot easier.
So
to
we
get
just
past
got to
the
rely
blockade.
on Sleverd's piling skills to not like collide with a Star Destroyer on the way out.
Pretty much at this point, yes. You've just got to not collide with the Star Destroyer.
And hope he doesn't somehow detonate the beradium mine inside of the ship's lever.
Or
Just because I armed it doesn't mean anything, okay?
No, it
The
means something,
advantage-
actually.
is there anything extra you guys think Nastromech could have?
For reference, so
useful
just
for
He's
so
got
you
a
know,
jetpack, just like R2D2.
No.
So the astromech has the base stats of the standard, the astromech in
Right.
the core rulebook. So
Yeah.
that is 112211 with 3 ranks in astrogation, 3 ranks in computers, 2 ranks in cool, 2 ranks in mechanics, 2 ranks in piloting space.
Okay.
He also has an arc welder and a built-in repair tool, which counts as toolkit. You can maybe give him another extra little tool that you find on him.
A soldering
something,
kit.
something like
Slicer kit?
a slicer's kit. Sure, I'm going to say that will be instead of the standard toolkit. This astromech was set up for slicing, because you already have a toolkit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this astromech was set up for accessing computer systems. So this astromech has basically what counts as a slicer's kit embedded in him. So if you take him somewhere when you're slicing, he acts as a slicer kit, or she, whatever kind of however you want to gender or not this droid.
Does it have a designation?
It can be whatever designation you like. It's your droid now.
Okay, I'll think about that. But Waldern,
Yeah, because
it's
we
good.
obviously need an awkward acronym.
Yep. Waldern, the droid's ready, so
Okay.
It turned out someone had just left their sandwich in here or something. It wasn't that broken. Oh, how long did that take? Did we?
That would have taken you about probably half an hour.
Okay. It was
Not
a
too
big
long,
sandwich, Walter.
I mean, like I said, the power packs and the power conduits had been
Yeah.
damaged.
So I don't have those extra bits from the other one anymore. Those are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, human sandwiches are always so messy. They're not tough like
Like bantha jerky.
Clatowinia.
Good old
Yeah.
Panther jerky. Use it to shore up. Use it to patch up starships. It's the new repair patch of Starship. Panther jerky. Okay, so you guys gonna head off into the blockade immediately, or are you gonna take a night's rest, or what?
Let's go.
Well,
We can sleep on the way out.
okay, yeah. Well, it's not a long flight, so
We have an
Um,
astromech droid now. We can make it take as long as we want.
Yep. 2 ranks in
Okay.
astrogation to apply to any astrogation check.
yeah.
Wait, is it 2? Yeah, 3. Sorry, 3 ranks. 3 ranks. This droid is getting you places.
Yeah. So wait, the droid makes the astrogation check completely, right? It's not somebody. It's not an.
Oh, you can
ad.
you can have the droid act as a skilled assist.
Okay.
So it can use like Vuz or Thar's intellect and the astromech droid's skill. Like that's
Gotcha.
just because it's an NPC. Like in the same way a player character can do a skilled assist, so can an NPC. Especially because it's basically a pet.
Okay. McCluskey will get in the co-pilot seat. I'll get in the pilot seat, and we'll have the astromech and Vuz right next to us, and as we get ready to lift off.
All right.
Switches are flipped, and the engine whirs on. Kareem starts moving the barge out into a more open area away from the city. And the tarpaulin cover starts being, well, the large cover starts pulling back from the top of the barge.
As we're starting to head out, I'm going to whisper over to Thar. Hey, you got any more of that good stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
I mean, it may be like do really well before, and I just wondered if you could do it again for me.
I'm gonna give him a boost to the relevant stat, whatever it is. With that.
Okay, you're gonna give him that. Well, it needs to be a little closer to the piloting time, probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right, yeah.
But yeah,
That
I mean,
could
we can make the roll now, I suppose, if you want to say that it's the first thing you do just before contacting the blockade.
Sure.
Waldern, R2R0 has codes that can help us get out. So you should use him if you're contacting them.
So yes, the usual medicine check.
I am at 7 strain right now. My strain threshold's 11.
Oh.
I will be at max when that happens, unless the advantage.
We take off and our pilot just collapses.
I mean, I'd say that the triumph will allow you to not suffer any strain.
Okay.
So you just get +1 agility.
Yeah.
Actually,
And then 2
R0.
advantage additionally as well. What would you like 2 advantage to do, Thar?
I need some strain, yo.
Yeah, you feel pretty good about the drugs you're administering. Watching his eyes pupils get really big again. McCluskey's like, oh, I'll have what he's having.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you people?
I mean, you've taken the drugs as well, right, Fuzz?
I don't think... Did I know about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit me with some of that good stuff.
Anyway, so presumably you're taking off towards the blockade.
Yes. Yep. So we're gonna fly up there, and I guess
Are you making any effort to not be noticed?
we'll make some level of effort to not be noticed. So, since we can't really see out in the space that well from atmosphere, I imagine like it's
the
going to be
scanners
difficult.
work pretty much the same.
Okay. So we're
but
going
your
to try.
scanners obviously aren't super long range. So.
Okay. So we're going to try and time it in sort of like the similar gap if there is one.
Well, you need to scan to find out if there is one.
Okay.
So, and that's active
Scan
scanning
away.
usually, which will mean that you will get picked up by them. So it's like,
If we're trying to stay hidden, then they're probably going to assume bad things about us when we really just want to try to get through with what we have, no?
We can certainly try.
Between your shore leave and R0, R2's codes.
You do realize that they just shot at us a couple days ago, right?
Well, we didn't have codes back then. Now we have an Imperial astromech droid that can tell them what they want to hear.
Waldern, be stealthy about it.
You saw
Like
what
casual.
happened last time Waldern tried to be stealthy about it. That's when we got shot.
I feel great this time, though.
Oh, for
All right, get in there, druggie.
Aeroblast.
okay, so what exactly is the plan?
Okay.
Define what's happening here. So I can set difficulty.
Sure. So I'm going to flip a destiny point to kind of give us a little bit extra luck when we're trying, like right when I get out into space, I can kind of see a gap that I can hit.
Okay. There is still a small gap in the blockade.
With that, we'll try and fly through that gap. If we do get contacted, we're basically going to call out that we're Imperial officers. We've captured the ship, and we're sending some people out on shore leave and dismantling this on another planet.
Okay, cool. So, if you want to make a hard piloting check to get through this gap without being as noticed, hopefully.
If this is planned, could we add a co-pilot check in front of that?
Yeah, I mean, you can plot. You can have McCluskey plot the course. So if I remember right, this was his piloting, and I think it's an average piloting check for co-piloting. Yeah.
Let me confirm. That's correct. Yes, average.
Okay, so he's going to plot the course for you, and he succeeds with 2 advantage. So that's also a boost. So it's actually going to be that.
Okay.
If you mess this one up, then it's going down into the annals of history.
Yep.
Like,
Slap
I
it.
swear to God.
Slap it.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to have
Be
somebody
less
else roll for
unlucky.
me?
I know, it's just brilliant. Oh god! So you're spotted. You're immediately calmed by the nearest destroyer.
Did you add the right boost to that?
Yeah, no, everything was added to that properly.
You're
Freighter
bad.
Avidon Hale. This is the Imperial Star Destroyer aggressor.
Yep.
Damn.
So
You'll be detected leaving the planet. Stop for scanning immediately.
so we can say, could with these 5 advantages here, along with the shore leave and the additional codes from the astromech, we're going to try to make this deception check essentially, where we can just bypass going through all these checks. We're basically like some Imperial officers, some stormtroopers, and we're just leaving. Basically, the plan that I described before.
Okay, are you going to speak through the helmet so you sound like a stormtrooper? Is that okay? Well, if you can make whatever deception check you like against 3 challenge dice, please.
Okay. If we could have Vernon assist me on that, like he's basically telling me how to talk to them.
Yeah, just whisper in the ear.
Yeah. Unluckily for you, they have one of their good officers on deck right now.
Okay.
I cannot keep anything in my head.
You're at 3-1, I believe.
3-1, yes.
3-1 deception.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you can add a boost for the droid, a boost for... Well, you can do an upgrade for the droid. Sorry, no. Let's go this. A boost for the droid and an upgrade. Well, just 2 upgrades, I guess, because you got there are 2 triumphs that you're paying forward, right? So just 2 upgrades to your ability.
So that would just be an additional 1 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do we use with a destiny point on this too?
Yes.
Okay. If this is a group check with me and Vernon, that would be a boost for me because I did not add anything.
Because you can't add anything else except the amazing plan.
Okay,
You've told Vernon what you want him to say.
I'm not gonna roll this. Somebody else, please roll this.
I haven't been rolling great either. All right.
Well, Thar did it.
Hey.
4 success, 4 threats. Brilliant.
There you go.
Okay.
4 triumph, 4 despair.
Copy that, Hale. We're going to send a TIE escort out to get you through the blockade and out to the edge of the system. We'll take you to the usual Imperial jump point. Aggressor out.
Okay.
That's the 4th threat. 4 TIE fighters basically are now escorting you through the blockade. They form up on your tail within shooting range.
Okay,
and they're escorting you towards what you like. You don't know where this Imperial jump point is the problem. So
okay. with some deft flying here, I'm going to slightly lag behind them so that I can see out of the pilot seat if they're kind of making an adjustment, and then I'll kind of react to it.
Okay, so basically you're trying to
Fly casual.
you're trying to like check which direction they're going.
Essentially like a stay on target. Essentially kind of like a stay on target type of thing. So I'm staying slightly behind them. Just so I can see if they're making a move, and then I react to it.
Okay, so that sounds like a 4 difficulty piloting check. That sounds formidable to me.
Also,
daunting, not formidable.
Sure. Also, on top of that, does the astrogation or does the astromech droid actually know where the jump point is?
That's not programmed into this droid. No.
Okay.
Unless you want to flip a destiny point and say it is. Because that would negate the need for this roll.
Yes.
Apparently. Okay, cool.
It is.
Yeah, six dark side points. That's what I like to see.
I am not rolling for this nonsense.
Okay, yeah. So Vuz checks the droid, and it turns out it does in fact have the coordinates for the Imperial jump point in it, and you guide the ship. It's through empty space now. You're through the blockade, so there's no extra piloting checks to make. Out to the edge of the gravity well of the planet, where there's like a buoy, a hyperspace buoy. And yeah, then the TIE fighters peel off, and the lead fighter pilot says, "Good luck, Hale."
Thank you very much.
Okay, on your roll.
But not that demolisher.
Yeah. Demolisher, but not that Demolisher. The other one. I'm sure there are a lot of ships called Demolisher in the Imperial Navy.
Okay, we're making a
astrogation check back to Pakuni.
Astrogation check. Mm-hmm.
So that's I think
Accidentally
hard I had it as.
warps into the planet.
Yes, you had it as hard.
Hard astrogation check, because Pakuni's kind of out of the way. But on the bright side, 3 proficiency from that astromech droid.
Is this combined skill with you, Vuz?
With me, am I the best one to do it now that we have?
So
Arnott?
basically because you have the astromech droid, you can do a group skill check with it, where you and the droid work together. Use your intellect and the droid's astrogation skill.
Okay.
So that's an additional green.
That's the best check
yeah.
we'll have. Yeah.
Yep. Because the other, if you didn't do this, the roll would be 2 proficiency and a ability.
Wait, my
Because
intellect and the droid's
astrogation. Yeah, the
So-
droid has 3 ranks in astrogation.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was. Okay. Yeah.
Somebody else roll it. I'm not rolling that.
Get out of the way, nerd.
I got it.
Slev is
It's my
cursed.
It's a truck.
Well, I mean, you didn't succeed, but you got a triumph, so...
So we triumphed over the no success.
So, you
Do failed astrogation checks? They mean that we don't go to the right destination, right?
They take longer.
not
usually?
necessarily. Usually, if you fail, it just takes a long time
Okay.
to get there. You basically like travel at half your hyperspace, at half your hyperdrive rating. So it probably takes you like 2 days to get there instead of a day. And so you have to listen for 2 days to McCluskey complaining and all that kind of thing. But you did get a triumph. So...
The trip, we were so successful and so happy about how we made out on Mon Calamari, doing the right thing for people, that we're able to, in the time we rest during the journey, recover all of our wounds and strain.
I will allow you to recover 1 extra wound each.
Okay.
You can recover all your strain because you'll have good night's rest every night on the ship, and you spend 2 nights. And instead of recovering 2 wounds, everybody recovers 3 wounds. You make it's a particularly relaxing journey.
Yeah, because we totally just destroyed some random Imperial encampment
And
With that,
and became registered terrorists.
with that one advantage, I'm gonna make this a party. I'm gonna take. I took some of those drinks that they had before. We're gonna make it a party up here for the next 2 days.
Okay, cool. So you have a wonderful party on your way back to Pakuni.
Arnott has a probe or a strobe setting.
It's usually used for torturing prisoners, but you turn out it's really good for a rave. You make it back to Bakuni, the desert planet looming below you. There are a few freighters coming to and from, as usual, a few starfighters here and there. I guess, just as last time, no one's really paying you any attention. You're just another light freighter trying to find a quiet berth.
Okay, so we'll try and land back. We know where McCluskey's ship is, right?
Yeah, he has coordinates for it, and you have coordinates where you landed last time.
Okay. I'm gonna the place where he landed wasn't too rough, like where.
No, it wasn't too bad. I mean, he basically his ship is like out of commission, but because he crash landed it. But it's in an area of the landing field that it's as okay as the rest of it. You know, you're not going to get immediately shot to pieces necessarily, but
yeah. So I'll ask McCluskey. So McCluskey, do you think you got enough credits to like get your ship up and running again from all the stuff you sold?
Yeah, I think I've got a good chance. But I heard you'd managed to get some of them weapons from the Empire. I was thinking of maybe buying a few of those off you.
Certainly, yeah. What's the price you're thinking of?
I'm thinking, because you're good friends, I think I can buy them from you for 400 credits apiece.
For the E11s?
Aye.
But we had 4 of them extra from that last battle with the drunk ones?
3.
Okay. Oh, one still had one in the water?
I mean, yeah, he was clutching his gun when he was pushed off. It's probably at the bottom of... Well, it's probably sinking very, very slowly into the ocean right now.
I mean, I'm down to... Let's get some credits from this.
Yeah, I'm going to do a negotiation roll. I'm going to say, since we're friends, it's just a little on the low side. We'll go for 500k. Still a very friendly deal.
Yeah, I think you're twisting me arm there, Walden. I gotta repair me ship, you know.
Just give him the damn blaster.
If I lose, I sell for 400, so...
I don't know, it depends if you get lots of threat or a despair or something.
Yeah.
Sliver, don't turn this into an episode of Pawn Stars.
Oh my god, it succeeded.
Know that I did not roll that.
You got me, Walden. 500 it is then. How many rifles are you selling to him?
3.
I'm going to take 500 of those credits. Give him out of here.
So yeah, that's 50. He ruefully hands over 1,500 credits.
How about this? I know we're selling these to you for a little bit more. Why don't we help you repair your ship? We've got a mechanic here that can help out.
Aye, that'd be appreciated, lad.
All right, Arnott, get over here. Me. I don't know why he sounds like a pro
get out of here.
Sounds like a Muppet.
we captured Beakering accidentally.
Okay, that's his initials. It has to be.
No, it's R0R2.
Okay.
B3
Arnott R2.
Beaker.
You guys can name your droids.
I didn't realize there was an R0
yeah.
type.
It's new. It's
Zero
probably the
fault.
oldest
There's the
one.
prototype that got messed up, you know, because they just put too many sandwiches inside of him. Alright, so we're going to dock, right?
I mean, you're just landing on the planet. Like, there isn't really a dock as such on Pakuni. It's more just a very large, flat landing field that's connected to the nearby shantytown.
Okay. As we land, we'll land next to McCluskey's ship, and I'll look out to everybody else. Is like, is there anything else we want to sell over here? Or is that...
Do we need 2 droids? Yeah, I think we're good. I'm good at least.
Yeah, I think we can sell that astromech
No,
for a higher price.
no.
Oh, you said you had two droids. Oh, you're saying two droids, as in Lifty and
Arnott.
Okay.
The joke is that we'd sell Lifty, but we're not going to
Hey,
sell
give me
Lifty.
that Ascension pistol back.
We didn't recover that. Unless... It was still attached to the building with no rope. So we couldn't, like, just pull it down. Wait, no. So the gun itself would have been on the ground.
Yeah, but you never said you picked it up, so it's still
Does a Destiny
No
point
one-
say we picked it up?
No.
So the thing you can do is actually a vigilance check to say you picked it up back then. So that would be like an average vigilance check to say you remembered to do it. If you're willing to do that.
Buzz didn't remember to do it. If Thar wants to remember to do it.
No. You did this.
No, I didn't.
I will start a fight with you, you little schmuck.
I didn't do shit. No one told me we were all walking past it the same way.
What's the difficulty, Bob?
Average. There you go. Congratulations. You did indeed remember to pick up the Ascension pistol.
It's at repair minor, right? Like it was.
Yeah,
damaged.
it's minor damage, so it'll just take an easy mechanics check to repair.
Or not, we'll handle that when we're back on the ship. Or when we're free. Are we land? I don't know where the fuck we are right now.
You're currently landed on Pakuni.
Okay.
You've just sold a bunch of guns.
Yay!
McCluskey's working on his ship. He's haggling with some other shipwrights, like some other transporter captains who have some material that he wants to buy to fix his ship. You know, exciting stuff like that. When over the radio,
Wait a minute.
you start to get like a crackly transmission comes through. It's the secretary from Athakam. She sounds really distressed, and she's kind of cutting out a little bit. The Empire, they found me. We need to help the Alliance. Come to Rinald quickly. And then it cuts out.
What a shame.
Must
Is
have been a
this,
wrong number.
Is this somebody I've heard before? Like somebody.
This is
I've heard
literally the secretary who has been giving you like all of your missions.
Can I respond with new phone? Who this?
I mean, you could,
This is
but
Thea?
that would be a dick move. Yeah.
Didn't we think she was with the Empire before? Is this
Wait,
brand new
she
information
had a
for us?
name?
Yeah. She was the one that told us
I'm
to
glad she
take
had a name
Zaya.
because I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's we had Thea, Zia was the teenager, and Mott Fietten was her dad, I think.
Brilliant. So she did have a name. I'm a genius. Good job, past me.
Amazing deal.
That Buzz intellect's coming in handy right now.
But yeah,
Well,
it was, and it's the transmission seems to have come from Rinal, the place where you've been, the Athakam headquarters. So
Waldron, did you know Thea was with the... Did we know Thea was with the rebellion? Didn't we think she was one of the Imperials?
Thought we did. I have a feeling we're obligated to help her. So
I don't think so, Scooter.
I mean, she's been giving me jobs for like 7 years now. So 7 galactic years.
And she also lords the debt over my head. Wait a minute.
I mean, this is a win-win if we help her out.
Is it her that lords the debt over your head, or is it Athakam?
I will pinch your nerves so hard, little.
No, but like she might be able to help get you out of debt if we save her. If she's really on our side, and Athakam as a whole is helping the Empire, then having someone in her position would be helpful.
Whatever, let's just go to rent all you little shit.
Buzz sets a beradium charge on the ship.
oh god. And that's where we're going to end the session today, I think. 20 XP for everybody. All did a pretty good job finishing up at the Mon Calamari and escaping the blockade. Good use of triumphs and stuff. You collected your loot. It was probably not as much loot as you were hoping for, but it was some loot. You have a weird carved piece of wood with some symbols on it. As far as you're aware, the secretary you've been dealing with is with the Rebel Alliance, or has been helping the rebels covertly. And it's really hard for me not to just like try and give you the reason as to why she's with the rebels and all that stuff right now, because I'm like, I feel smug about how I've post facto decided all this. But
Oh,
And astromech droid is not cheap, so
no, that's 9,000 credits worth of droid right there.
what XP do we get?
20.
Oh, baby.
A little bit more than usual.
Which means for a lot of us, by the next episode, you guys will be seeing updated character sheets on the screen there with an additional attribute point for someone, or
Wow.
characteristic. That's what it's called.
Characteristic point.
All right.
Well done, guys. Mission to Mon Calamari, a qualified success.
first one down the.
We'll never have another one like
No, nothing will ever be as successful as that.
Yeah,
Alright,
are we
thanks,
doing
everybody.
obligation for...
Oh yes, obligation actually, because that could come in very relevant. So
come in very relevant.
yes.
You have to pick which side of Athacam you're supporting. Oh my god.
77.
Vuz?
I believe so.
He was 60s last time, I think.
Nope, 77. That's nobody actually.
Oh, thank God.
No obligation has been rolled.
Roll it
So,
again.
obviously, your obligation is there. It still exists, right? You all still want to reduce it, but it's not directly preying on you in a mechanical sense, at least. It's still going to be there from a story point of view. So you're still going to have to pick sides, one way or the other. We shall see.
Goran
We
is
return to
also in a cell with Thea. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for joining me and Nershal, Bob, Slebard, and Kalo. We'll be back. I think the plan is the scheduled one would be the 22nd if everyone is around for that one.
So, Vernon, what happened to that 1,000 credits?
What 1,000 credits? No, I'll share that. That's party pot.
Alright, we'll see you next time, everyone. Bye.